In today's video, we're going to recap the results of a recent Twitter poll and, well, hopefully my opinion on the matter doesn't offend too many people. Hey traders, Akil Stokes here, head Forex trading coach over at tradingpower.com, and welcome to another episode of the Trading Blog. This is episode 30 for you guys keeping count. So that means if this is your first time viewing this video, you have 29 episodes in which you can catch up. A great way to do so is by subscribing. That way you never miss an episode again. But in today's video, I wanted to recap a recent Twitter poll that I posted a few days ago. And I didn't plan on doing a blog post about this, but after releasing the poll and after reading through the comments on Twitter and even the comments on Instagram, it ended up being a very interesting topic, especially as the results came in and I was really shocked with the outcome. Now, for you guys that aren't followers on Twitter, go over there and do so. My handle is at Akil Stokes RTM. I think I'm a pretty good follow. I post obviously polls on a daily basis. I post some interesting articles, kind of a look at what I'm reading, both on the trading side and the entrepreneurial side, just business in general. And of course, I share the most funny and intimate moments about myself, as well as old school videos that I think would be beneficial. So that's Akil Stokes RTM. Head over to Twitter. Give me a follow. All right. Now, the poll question that I asked the other day was, what do you think should be the starting account or the size of a starting account for a new trader? And I gave some options such as I said below 3,000, 3 to 5,000, 5 to 10,000, above 10,000. And I really expected the majority of the results to come back really in that $5,000 to $10,000 range. And surprisingly, 42% of the vote, I believe, came back less than $3,000, which is, again, shocking, unexpected. I want to say this, it's not a bad thing. What matters in trading, and it could have been how I worded the question, but what matters in trading, especially if your account size, is you never want to start trading with an amount that you aren't willing to lose. So maybe a lot of traders saw the question and interpreted it saying, hey, you know, just to kind of get my feet wet, I want to start with this amount and then I'll add more later. Unfortunately, I know there are a lot of traders out there that think, right, they can actually start a trading account with, say, $1,000 and grow it into millions. You know, how do I know this? Because I see it all the time on Twitter. I see it all the time on YouTube messages and whatnot. Let's just fix that. Here we go. Give me a second, guys. Got a technology breaking down on me. All right. I see it on YouTube messages and whatnot, and you hear about it all the time, even in comments. Say, hey, Kill, I have $1,000 or a couple $100 that I'm going to put into the market. How fast can I make $1 million out of it? And it's a very dangerous mindset. It's something that all of the coaches here at Trade Empowered, starting with Todd Brown, to Jason Stapleton, all the way down to Jason Greystone, right, our newest coach. It's something that we've tried to preach over and over again, is what the reality of trading looks like. It sounds mean sometimes. It sounds like we're crushing dreams, but you know, this isn't a game where you can put a couple $100 in or $1,000 in and build a massive account size out of it. That's just not the case. Just like anything else, you need money to make money. Now, the luxury of Forex is that the Forex market, unlike, say, the stock market or some of the futures markets, is you can get started with a lot less because of the leverage. And I think one of the big problems is that people they know they have that leverage, and instead of using it to their advantage, meaning using it as a way to get into the market, a way to start with a small account size and actually be actively trading, I think they use it as a way to kind of shortcut the game. And usually when they take shortcuts, they get left cut short, right? And what I mean by that is traders will over leverage their account. So let's take a trader that says starts with $1,000 account, right? $1,000 account. Now, it's an okay size to start with if you're going to be trading micro lots. A lot of brokers will offer micro lots now where you can trade with 10 cent. And it's a way to get your feet wet. It's a way to kind of get into the game, get exposure, see what it's like, really test out if this is something you want to do without blowing a significant amount of money. The issue is that many traders will trade that $1,000 account. They'll try to go in trading too many lots, and they'll say, man, if I can just make, a 25 pip trade, right, I'm going to get a blank return. Was that a 5% return? Maybe I got to do my math, but maybe a 5% return. If I can do that, 5 times a week, that's a 25% return a week. I'm making 100% return a month. And that's when you hear all these stories about, I doubled my account in a month, and it sounds good when it's going in your favor. But I challenge you to think about it this way, right? If you're trading a too many lot position size, which is essentially $2 per pip, right? And you only have a $1,000 account, you're over leveraged. You're way over leveraged. Think about what your risk is per any given trade, right? And then think about how many trades would you have to lose before going broke? Not too many. Conservation of capital is the key in trading, and you should be in a position where you can go on a massive losing streak. You can withstand a massive drawdown and not blow your account. And many of these traders that over leverage themselves or use a too big of a position size, when things are going good, which is typically in their mind, right? When things are going good, when things will go good, they see massive results. When things go bad, they get stopped out the game. And I think that's what worried me with seeing this poll result is I worry that so many traders have that mindset that that's a reality, that you can take $1,000 or $2,000 and grow it into $1 million, right? That quick, lickety split, and that's just not the case. And I think that mindset is ruining trading and ruining traders. They come in with a false hope, false expectations, and when things don't go their way, they leave depressed, discouraged, and never trade again. So, I personally think, again, what matters most is when you start your trading account, you should never trade with any less than what you're willing to lose. So if you're not willing to lose $5,000, don't start your trading account with $5,000. But I think a good size to start with is anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000. That's going to allow you to trade a decent position size. It's going to allow you to make a decent profit. Again, all depending on what decent is in your opinion. Obviously, if you're someone that's starting with a $50,000 account, making $20 or $30 off a trade isn't going to mean much for you. But for some people, it does. Essentially, it allows you to get started. It allows you to grow your skill of trading without really worrying about blowing your account and going to the poorhouse. And, for you guys that have been with me for a while, it's all about the skill, right? Trading is not about getting rich quick. It's about developing a skill and building a skill. And once you develop and build that skill of trading, there's endless things you can do with it. You don't have to put the pressure on yourself to take your $10,000 account and grow it to $100,000 in a few years, right? You can take that skill and start managing money, right? Now you're able to take commissions or subscription fees off of the money you're managing and throw that back into your account as well and help boost you through that money management progression even faster. You can go into education. You can go start signal services. Trust me, if you establish yourself as a good trader and grow your reputation, there's going to be endless amount of people, and you're going to get endless amount of emails begging you to trade money for them, or hey, I'll give you this if you do that. The business side of things it's endless. It's endless, but the key is worrying about the skill. Focus on growing the skill. And don't focus just on, hey, how can I make the most amount of money out of my account by over leveraging myself as quick as possible, because you typically end up in the poorhouse. So that's my take on the issue. Feel free to leave your comment below. And again, I hope I don't offend anyone. I don't want to make it seem like, hey, if all you have is $1,000 and you just want to use that to get into the game, that you should just quit and not even do it. I encourage anyone with any amount of money to get into the game, but just be smart about it. Get in with the right intentions. Get in with the goal of learning a skill instead of just making a lot of money. And you may actually be better just keeping that money aside, trading demo, and then really putting in your bulk level of capital when you're ready. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Trading Blog. If you didn't get the email already, Jason Greystone is doing a live strategy lab in the London Live room this Friday. I'll shoot you a link underneath this email, but for you guys that are up that early on London time, it's certainly worth checking out. It will not be recorded. There are limited seats, so make sure you register ASAP. Until next time, plan your trade your plan. Take care, traders. All right, traders. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please show us by hitting that like button and subscribing by clicking the button right below. If you're looking for more educational content, feel free to head over to our tradeempower.com website or also take a look and you'll see more videos available for you. Have a good one.